What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, March 10th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Joe Magliano discussed his role as Deathstroke in The Batman in a new interview with the RI magazine. The actor said of portraying the highly skilled assassin for hire, "This is my character, an exciting one, and has the capacity, I think, to be a great villain." He continued, "And what all the great ones can do is polarize an audience. When I was a kid, I always rooted for the villain. As a kid, I think I would have rooted for him, and I think fans will." Magliano also shared how he has begun preparing for the role by starting kung fu training and learning how to use a katana. The Batman, starring Ben Affleck as the Caped Crusader, has gone through changes behind the scenes, with Affleck stepping down as director. The project will now be directed by Dawn of the Planet of the Apes helmer Matt Reeves, with a script by Affleck and famed comic book writer Jeff Johns. Magliano says, "I've known them all for years, and I'm very excited to work with everybody. Ben Affleck makes great films, and he's a great Batman. Jeff Johns certainly is a great fun guy to hang around with and has a great grasp on this steering wheel that is the Titanic of the DCEU. Knowing what they have planned for the future, I think fans are really going to love it." The Batman currently has no release date, with Magliano noting that the production is right around the corner. He says, "What we're not going to do is be backed into a start date, scrambling to get something off the ground just to get it off the ground. When we start shooting it, we start shooting it. It will be soon, I can say that." Deathstroke was first revealed by Affleck on Twitter when he shared a video featuring the villain staring menacingly at the camera as he sported his signature blue and orange armor. Deathstroke, a.k.a. Slade Wilson, and also nicknamed the Terminator, was created by Marv Wolfman and George Perez in 1980. Known for taking on the Teen Titans and hunting down heroes for the right price, Deathstroke possessed incredible strength, reflexes, a brilliant tactical mind, and the ability to regenerate. Vin Diesel turns his back on his family in the second trailer for Universal's next entry in the Fast and the Furious series, The Fate of the Furious. The clip released Thursday featured Diesel attacking his crew consisting of Dwayne Johnson, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, Chris Ludacris Bridges, and Nathalie Emmanuel as he teams up with the new villain played by Charlize Theron. Rodriguez says before the group heads out to recapture their friend, "I know it looks bad, don't give up on him so easy." What follows is a destructive chase scene as Theron hacks into hundreds of automobiles inside a city in order to fend off the Furious crew and allow Diesel to escape. Other action scenes involve a prison fight and a car battle involving a submarine on an icy plain in which Johnson physically moves a torpedo on the ground towards an enemy convoy. The film's official synopsis reads, "Now that Dom, played by Diesel, and Letty, played by Rodriguez, are on their honeymoon, and Brian, played by Paul Walker, and Mia, played by Joanna Brewster, have retired from the game, and the rest of the crew has been exonerated, the globe-trotting team has found a semblance of a normal life. But when a mysterious woman, played by Theron, seduces Dom into the world of crime, he can't seem to escape, and the betrayal of those closest to him, they will face trials that will test them as never before." Directed by F. Gary Gray, who directed Straight Outta Compton, the film also stars Jason Statham, Kurt Russell, Scott Eastwood, and Helen Mirren. The Fate of the Furious is set to arrive in theaters April 14th. HBO's fantasy series Game of Thrones will return to the network for its 7th season beginning July 16, 2017. The show announced the premiere date through a Facebook live stream that encouraged fans to comment fire or Dracarys to melt a giant block of ice. Once the flame melted the center part of the ice, a cloth was removed to reveal the numbers July 16, 2017, followed by a brief teaser trailer. The stunt used the theme of fire and ice as a reference to the George R.R. Martin novel of which the series is based. Cast members delivered messages to fans while they watched the block melt. The 70-minute stream stopped and started abruptly twice before the date was finally revealed as more flamethrowers were brought in and moved closer to the block of ice. Season 7 of Game of Thrones will feature only 7 episodes as opposed to the usual 10, as it winds down before an 8th and final season, which will also be truncated. Anne Hathaway shared a first photo of her son Thursday following her first UN speech. The 34-year-old actress posted a picture on Instagram of Jonathan, her 11-month-old son, with husband Adam Schulman after speaking at the United Nations on International Women's Day the day previous. She captioned the snapshot of her to her 7.6 million followers. JRS watching mommy give her speech at the UN yesterday. Hashtag for our boys. Hashtag for our girls. Hashtag for the future. Hashtag love is love, hashtag parents are parents, hashtag paid parental, hashtag IWD, hashtag PPL, add unwomen. Hathaway, a long advocate for women's and girls' rights, was named UN's Women Goodwill Ambassador in June. She called for gender equality and paid parental leave in her speech Wednesday. The UN Women quoted the star on Instagram, "The whole world grows when people like you and me take a stand, because we know that beyond the idea of how men and women are different, there is a deeper truth that love is love and parents are parents." Hathaway married Schulman, a 35-year-old actor, in 2012 and welcomed Jonathan in March 2016. She couldn't help but gush about her son while attending the Toronto International Film Festival premiere of her movie Colossal in September. She told Us Weekly, "He is the light of my life. I feel so lucky every day." Hathaway shared a body-positive image and message in August while reflecting on society's post-baby body standards for new moms. She'll next star in Ocean's 8 with Sandra Bullock and Slave for Nasty Women with Rebel Wilson. Samuel L. Jackson paid homage to some of his most iconic roles Wednesday alongside James Corden on The Late Late Show. The pair started by acting out two scenes from Pulp Fiction before launching into renditions of Shaft, Jurassic Park, Do the Right Thing, Snakes on the Plane, Star Wars, Unbreakable, and Jackson's various appearances as Nick Fury throughout the Marvel Cinematic Universe and more. Jackson says, "Nature can be lethal, but it doesn't hold a candle to man, so we're not going to fight anymore," before Corden attacks the actor dressed in a shark costume. At one point, Corden dressed up as King Kong in order to promote Jackson's latest role in Kong Skull Island, which reaches theaters Friday. Corden and Jackson ended things by singing Side to Side as a reference to Soul Men. Mark Zuckerberg and wife Priscilla Chan are expecting baby number 2. The 32-year-old Facebook founder announced Thursday that Chan is pregnant with another daughter. Zuckerberg wrote on Facebook, "Priscilla and I are happy to share we're expecting another baby girl." He shared, "After our difficult experience having Max, we weren't sure what to expect or whether we'll be able to have another child. When Priscilla and I first found out she was pregnant again, our first hope was that the child would be healthy. My next hope was that it would be a girl." The entrepreneur, who has 3 sisters, says, "I cannot think of a greater gift than having a sister, and I'm so happy Max and our new child will have each other." Zuckerberg and Chang wed in 2012 and welcomed daughter Max in December 2015. The couple says during Chan's first pregnancy that they had a struggle to have a child for years. Facebook founder said in July 2015, "We've been trying to have a child for a couple of years and have had 3 miscarriages along the way." He admitted, "It's a lonely experience. We hope that sharing our experience will give more people the same hope we felt and will help more people feel comfortable sharing their stories as well." Zuckerberg and Chang announced after Max's birth that they will donate 99% of their Facebook shares to charity in the coming decades. The pair explained they felt, quote, "a great responsibility to leave the world a better place for their daughter." David Arquette and wife Christina welcomed their second child, a baby boy, this week. The 45-year-old actor announced in an Instagram post Thursday that Christina gave birth to a son, Augustus Alexis, the day previous. He captioned a photo of the infant, Augustus Alexis Arquette, March 8, 2017, at Christina Arquette. Christina followed up by posting a picture of the baby's tiny hand. The Scream star also shares 2-year-old son Charlie West with his wife and his dad to 12-year-old daughter Coco with ex-wife Courtney Cox. He announced Christina's second pregnancy in October and later told People that they were slowly preparing for the new baby. The star said in December, "Being pregnant and watching a little rascal that's firmly in his terrible twos is pretty difficult. She's a trooper. She's doing great. She's my hero." He added, "Charlie is really cute about it. We have little books that prepare him. We'll see how it goes when it all goes down." Augustus's middle name honors Arquette's late sister, transgender actress Alexis Arquette, who died at the age of 47 in September. His sister Patricia Arquette criticized Alexis' absences from the Oscar in the In Memoriam reel in February. The actress said, "It's really unfortunate that the Oscars decided they couldn't show a trans person who was such an important person in this community, because trans kids, it could have meant a lot to them." Hoda Kotb shared a picture on Twitter of today's host Matt Lauer holding her baby girl Haley Joy. She captioned it, Uncle Matt, with 3 heart emojis. The 52-year-old Today anchor announced she adopted Haley on February 21st. She said, that little girl, Haley Joy, is my daughter. I adopted her. She's a Valentine's baby, so she's a little nugget. She is the love of my life. Her co-host, Kathy Lee Gifford, was excited by the news and tweeted at the time, so thrilled for @Hoda Kotb and her previous daughter, Haley Joy. She will be the best mommy ever. We love you, Hoda. Enjoy every minute. Adam West is returning to the world of DC Comics as a guest character in NBC's workplace comedy Powerless. The series, which takes place inside Wayne Enterprise subsidiary Wayne Security, which is owned by Batman's alter ego Bruce Wayne, will feature West in an upcoming episode as company chairman Dean West, Entertainment Weekly reported. West, who famously portrayed the Caped Crusader in the 1960s Batman series on television, will be seen informing Bruce Wayne's cousin, Van, played by Alan Tudyk, and his employee Emily, played by Vanessa Hudgens, that the company has to make cuts following an attack on Gotham City. In November, West returned to the role of Batman alongside Burt Ward as Robin in the animated feature Batman Return of the Caped Crusader, which recreated the look and feel of the 1960s series. Adriana Lima and Julian Edelman have reportedly called it quits. The 35-year-old Brazilian model and 30-year-old American NFL star recently broke up after less than a year of dating, according to E! News. Sources said Lima and Edelman split in February due to conflicting schedules. Entertainment Tonight reported that Lima cheered on Edelman at Super Bowl 51 on February 5th, but was spotted solo at a Maybelline party February 18th. Lima and Edelman were first linked in July after they were spotted holding hands in Nantucket. The model shares two daughters, 7-year-old Valentina and 4-year-old Selena, with ex-husband Marco Jarek, while Edelman welcomed daughter Lily with model Ella Rose in November. He captioned a photo of himself with the infant in December. My biggest #WCW of all time. Happy to welcome a new squirrel to the tree. My baby girl Lily. #proud. Lima is best known for her work with Victoria's Secret and is also modeled for Maybelline and Decidua. Edelman joined the Patriots in 2009 and helped the team win Super Bowl 51 over the Atlanta Falcons. MaryKate Olsen is giving fans a rare glimpse into her personal life. The 30-year-old designer opened in the March issue of The Edit about balancing her career with her relationship with husband Olivier Sarkozy and his children. Olsen said in a joint interview with twin sister and business partner Ashley Olsen, I think we're lucky working hard comes quite naturally for us. We don't need so much time to sit and think and ponder. She shared, but then I have a husband, 2 stepkids and a life. I have to go home and cook dinner. I ride horses on the weekends. You find the things that help you relax, and if you don't have it, you have to look for it. Or you get burnt out, and then you're not productive. Olsen married Sarkozy, who shares his children with ex-wife Charlotte Bernard in November 2015 after 3 years of dating. The couple's age difference initially raised eyebrows, but Olsen was unbothered by the stir. She told the Wall Street Journal, in 2012, everyone has an opinion. I find it's better to focus on what's in front of you and to keep putting one foot in front of the other. The former Full House star remains focused on her fashion lines with Ashley, including luxury label The Row and lifestyle brand Elizabeth and James. She told The Edit their clothes are designed to be a form of self-expression. The designer said, we just want to help women feel however they want to feel. Every once in a while, we want to change our perfume or our haircut. We want to wear heels or flats. We just like to switch it up. That's the beauty of clothes. Drew Barrymore's daughter Frankie were all smiles during her red carpet debut in New York this week. The 42-year-old actress and Frankie, her 2-year-old daughter with ex-husband Will Coltman, posed with the Easter Bunny while attending the Society of Memorial Sloan Kettering Bunny Hop on Tuesday. Barrymore held Frankie, who wore a gray coat, white tights, and a pink bow, as they mingled at the charity event. The fundraiser, which featured a petting zoo, magicians, and balloon artists, raised money for the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center Department of Pediatrics. The Santa Clarita Diet star also shares 4-year-old daughter Olive with Coltman, whom she split in April 2016. She discussed co-parenting with the 38-year-old actor on the Ellen DeGeneres show in February. The star said, it really is all about the tone you set. Kids watch what you do every single day of your life, all day long, and that behavior and that example and that love and community and honesty is just, I think, what makes everything feel safe for my kids. I got 2 families. I went from like 0 to 2, and it's a miracle and a blessing. The road is different than what you try to make it or what you expect, and you just go figure it out and figure it out with grace. Barrymore shared a photo of Frankie and Olive on Wednesday in honor of International Women's Day. She captioned the picture, #MyGirls, #InRed, #International Women's Day, #WhoRunsTheWorld, #Girls, #LoveEachOther, #WeAreAllSisters. Rob Kardashian posted new photos of Dream on Wednesday amid rumors of an imminent custody battle. The 29-year-old reality star shared the 3-month-old his motivation and inspiration following reports that he and ex-fiancée Blac Chyna are gearing up for an ugly fight for custody. Dreezy, he captioned a photo of the infant on Instagram before adding, "This is my motivation, this is my inspiration." Kardashian and Blac Chyna welcomed Dream in November after getting engaged in April. The couple reportedly called it quits again in February following a highly publicized breakup in December. Source told Us Weekly it's the same, with her yelling and screaming about how his family doesn't like or support her and his insecurities. People reported Wednesday that Kardashian's family has rallied around him in the wake of the split. The star is the son of late attorney Robert Kardashian and Kris Jenner and the brother of Kourtney, Kim, and Khloe Kardashian. Source told the magazine, "I expect things to get ugly. Chyna wants full custody, with Rob only getting visitations." The insider added his family members have always had their issues with Chyna, but they were happy when the relationship was working and when Rob was happy. But at the end of the day, they all raised an eyebrow at Chyna and her intentions. Kardashian has shared a slew of new photos with Dream in the past week, including a photo of the infant smiling. Sister Kim Kardashian also posted a first ever photo of herself with Dream on Tuesday. Nicole Kidman says her awkward Oscar clap was intended to protect her valuable rings. The 49-year-old Australian actress explained on Thursday's episode of the Kyle and Jackie O show that her seal clap at the 2017 Academy Awards was to avoid damaging her Harry Winston diamond jewelry. Kidman admitted, "It was really awkward. I was like, gosh, I want to clap. I don't want to not be clapping, which would be worse, right? Why isn't Nicole clapping?" She said, "It was really difficult because I had a huge ring on that was not mine. It was absolutely gorgeous, and I was terrified of damaging it. It's like, is there not more important things to be focused on than the seal clap?" Kidman wore a 115 carat of diamonds to the Oscar in February, where she was nominated for Best Supporting Actress for Lion. Social media exploded after she was spotted gingerly clapping with just her palms. One person tweeted in response, #Oscars, think Nicole Kidman must have only just her acrylics done. What is this seal clapping? Another wrote, little known fact about Nicole Kidman, she is in fact half sea lion. Kidman plays Celeste on the HBO limited series Big Little Lies, which airs Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She will also star in the new Sofia Coppola movie The Beguile, which released the first teaser trailer in February. Actor and comedian Faizon Love, best known for his role in Elf, is facing assault charges following an incident at the John Glenn Columbus International Airport. The 48-year-old comedian was caught on camera attacking airport valet Terrence Artist Gaines II near the baggage claim area Tuesday after an argument regarding payment. Love is seen in the video grabbing Gaines by the neck and throwing him to the ground. As Gaines attempted to get up, Love pushed him back down. A group of airport employees eventually separated the two. Gaines was left with a cut above his eye, according to a police report acquired by the Columbus Dispatch. Love was being held in the Franklin County Jail Tuesday and appeared in Franklin County Municipal Court Wednesday, where he was charged with assault and a first-degree misdemeanor. He pleaded not guilty and was released on $2,000 bond. If convicted, the charge would carry a penalty as long as 6 months in jail and $1,000 fine. The actor's lawyer, John Moore, said in court, according to the New York Daily News, there were some words exchanged, whatever, maybe something could have been avoided on both parts. My client did try to back away from the situation. He was kind of overwhelmed. There were several individuals speaking to him about the situation. Love tweeted about the incident Wednesday, writing, "I'm only human, no matter how many good days I do to have a bad one. With that being said, I'm big on respect. You don't have to respect me, but just don't disrespect me." Sean Diddy Combs is honoring the late Notorious B.I.G. on the 20th anniversary of his death with a new tribute video and the launching of a social media campaign. The Rat Mobile wrote on Twitter, Thursday alongside a clip that featured highlights from throughout the Notorious B.I.G.'s career. 20 years ago today, we lost the greatest rapper of all time, the Notorious B.I.G. # we miss you big. Combs appeared in the video and invited fans to share on social media videos of themselves rapping their favorite Notorious B.I.G. verses, which the hashtag we miss you B.I.G. Combs said in the video will then be edited together into something special. The Notorious B.I.G., real name Christopher Wallace, was fatally wounded in a drive-by shooting in Los Angeles at the age of 24 on March 9, 1997. The case has never been solved. Also paying tribute to the Notorious B.I.G. Thursday were artists Remy Ma, Fat Joe, Trey Songz, Bone Thugs and Harmony, The Dream, Sid, and more, who are set to appear on BET as the network presents a day-long celebration of the rap icon's legacy. Pop star and actress Jennifer Lopez is reportedly dating former Major League Baseball star Alex Rodriguez, according to multiple reports. People magazine reportedly the similarity between J-Lo and A-Rod have been dating for a few weeks, according to an anonymous source. The New York Daily News reported that the two have been seeing each other a few times a month for 4 months. Rodriguez was recently spotted backstage after one of Lopez's concerts at Planet Hollywood in Las Vegas, where she has a residency. Both stars recently broke off high-profile relationships. Lopez was dating hip-hop star Drake. Rodriguez was seeing Silicon Valley CEO Andy Gibb. It is not the first time Rodriguez, who was released by the New York Yankees near the end of last season but retained as a coach, has dated a Hollywood A-lister. He previously dated actresses Cameron Diaz and Kate Hudson. The same could be said for Lopez, who was engaged to actor Ben Affleck. Both Lopez and Rodriguez have 2 children from their previous marriages, hers with ex-husband Mark Anthony and his with ex-wife Cynthia Surdix. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1988, disco sensation Andy Gibb dies at the age of 30. With his neo-buckling good looks and his brother's songwriting talents backing him up, 19-year-old Andy Gibb staged an unprecedented display of youthful pop mastery in the 12 months following his American debut in the spring of 1977. And the star may have risen even higher were it not for the prodigious cocaine habit that derailed his career and contributed to his premature death. With his heart greatly weakened from years of cocaine abuse, Andy Gibb succumbed to the inflammatory heart virus on this date in 1988. He was 30 years old. When the New York Times announced his death, the headline reads, Andy Gibb, 30, singers in 70, dies in Britain. To suggest the name Andy Gibb would require a modifier like singer in the 70s would have been patently observed just 10 years earlier. In the summer of 1978, Andy Gibb was barely 20 years old, and his third single, Shadow Dancing, was the #1 song on the Billboard pop charts. 4 months earlier, his second release, Love is Thicker Than Water, had reached the same pinnacle, and 6 months before that, Gibb had topped the charts with his debut record, I Just Want to Be Your Everything. His string of 3 #1 hits with his first 3 releases is a record that still stands today, and at the time he has achieved, it seemed to herald the arrival of a major new star. But the rest of the Andy Gibb story is not so sunny. What his drug and alcohol abuse in the 1970s didn't do to Andy's musical career, changing fashions in the early 1980s did. In 1981, he was finished as a viable recording artist, and in the years that followed, his drug use led to his firing from jobs on the television Solid Gold and Broadway's Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and to end a high-profile romance with actress Victoria Principal of Dallas fame. Gibb declared bankruptcy in 1987, reportedly had an annual income of less than $8,000. March 7, 1988, Andy Gibb entered the hospital in Oxford, England, complaining of severe chest and abdominal pain. On March 10th, he died of an inflammation of the heart, officially as a result of a viral infection. His mother, Barbara Gibb, has said when he died, it had nothing to do with drugs at all, but the damage had been done through drugs in the first place. And that is your entertainment report for Friday, March 10th, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Answer Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.